Welcome to Call to Arms by Battle Armor, the podcast that equips you with the tools and wisdom to face life's challenges through a biblical perspective. Join us as we delve into topics of faith, resilience, and spiritual growth, armor-clad and ready to conquer the battles of everyday life.
Welcome to A Call to Arms. I'm Brian, and today we're going to be talking about Christian patriotism. Is it the new boogeyman? Is America in a battle for religious liberty? Hey, but before we get into the podcast, this episode is brought to you by our new devotional, 101 Truths About Jesus. I will leave a link in the show notes, and it's also available on Amazon. So let's get into the podcast. Is Christian patriotism the new boogeyman? The battle for religious liberty in America. In recent years, Christians who express their faith publicly have been increasingly labeled as Christian nationalists, a term designed to malign and marginalize. But what does this label even mean? Is it an accurate reflection of Christian engagement in the public square, or is it just a political weapon? Christian nationalism is not a theological or a sociological term, it's a political one, often used to stigmatize evangelical involvement in social issues. Critics claim that Christians advocating for biblical principles want to establish a theocracy, which means forcing religious views on others and taking control of the government. This could not be further from the truth. As a Christian, I do not want to impose my views on anyone. However, I want the same freedom every American enjoys, the right to express my beliefs openly. That's what the First Amendment guarantees: freedom of speech, freedom of the press, and fundamentally, the freedom of free exercise of religion. Yet today, simply flying a flag outside my home or believing our nation should turn back to God is enough to earn me the label of a Christian nationalist. But let's go to the heart of the issue. If I express my faith in Jesus and my desire for moral clarity in our laws, am I infringing on anyone else's freedom? No. I want to participate in public dialogue as a follower of Christ. I'm not asking for special treatment. I'm asking for the same liberty afforded to every citizen. Religious liberty means living out one's faith in private and public life without the fear of government interference. It means retaining the freedom to speak the truth according to my conscience. Just as others are free to share their perspectives, the First Amendment ensures that Congress shall make no law establishing a religion or prohibiting the free exercise of. This is what's under threat in our increasingly polarized society. The label of Christian nationalist is a straw man argument. It seeks to discredit Christians who believe in biblical values by insinuating that we seek dominance over others. But in reality, our fight is not for control. It's for preserving freedom, a freedom rooted in the Constitution this nation was founded upon. As Christians, we're called to be salt and light in the world and engage with love, wisdom, and truth. But today, that engagement is being misrepresented. We must continue to defend religious liberty, not as a means of imposing our faith, but to ensure that we and future generations can freely live out our beliefs without fear. This is a battle worth fighting for. Christians and all Americans who love and value our constitutional freedoms. Hey, thank you for joining us on Call to Arms by Battle Armor. If you want to find out more about the podcast, about what we do, battlearmor.org, battlearmor.org. And remember, stay encouraged, keep the faith. There's a harvest coming.